5,265 pounds and super nice shape. 24 BHS North Trail landed down here at A1 RV. Folks owned it for a couple years. You'll see it comes equipped with a full RV cover, which is part of the reason it just looks so stellar. The family bought a cabin, didn't need a camper anymore. And just from having a lot of years of experience doing this, I can see where this thing got used, but man, did they keep a nice house. They kept it clean. They didn't let it get all beat up and wore down. You see the RV cover included with it right there. Now, we're obviously looking at a big kind of wraparound Dinette Lounge. And notice I use the word lounge. You don't always have to have the table there. You can just kind of leave it open, give you a place to come in, kick back, sit down. And this one's not too bulky and in your face. You can still sit the family around it, but it doesn't protrude into the RV too much. Now, you see how there's the pedestal bases right there. You will see that the table that goes with it and the pedestals are actually just sitting on the top bunk back there. We'll get back there in a second. I just wanted you to get a good look at things. So this has a kind of a mini vaulted ceiling. It's a heavily laminated aluminum structure. So basically it's pretty much six-sided aluminum skeleton with laminated roof walls floor. The appointments here are pretty straightforward. It's got a lot of eye appeal. The appliances and everything are on a pretty simplistic level, but there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's just not a giant fridge. It's not solid surface countertops, but not everybody needs all that. Some people are like, I don't need to pay for all that. I just need a simple, effective camper to take my family out for a weekend. That describes me. I don't need anything super fancy, top-end, classy. I just need something effective. And this would definitely get that job done. 300-pound rated bunks. Once again, tabletop, pedestals that go with it, all included here. I like how they do have breeze windows for both bunks, but notice how that one's on the back and this one's on the side. That's because there's a camp kitchen door that if both windows were on this side, it would cover down there. Now, before we step into the bathroom right beside us over here, nice chunk of storage. This could either be closet space. You see the hanging rod up top, but these are adjustable. So if you need to use it as a closet, a pantry, a dresser, a whatever, you can. And that is our converter panel down there. If you're not familiar with that in your house, you call it your fuse box. Bathroom here has a couple nice things I like about it. Plenty of legroom around that toilet. And shower surround paneling up here. And with the vaulted ceiling plus the skylight, you should have plenty of headroom in there, even if you're taller like me. That window in here is also a nice touch, even if you do just keep the shade down for privacy. It's some bonus light that you could really utilize in here. And a medicine cabinet, not just a mirror glued against the wall. Funny how little things like that make such a big difference. Working our way back around, you can see that all the way around the slide out there are breeze windows. And I like how the overhead cabinetry just kind of wraps through the slide. Just a neat little touch right there. The flooring has no vents in it, which is something that a lot of laminated, lighter weight kind of trailers do. This is interesting for a lightweight, though, in that it does have 2-inch thick sidewalls. That's something that, like a Cougar does, but it's a more uncommon quality in the laminated RV market. You see our TV sitting there. That can actually spin around towards the bedroom, and instead of talking about it, I think what I'll actually do is just open everything up and show you. Quick second to open everything up here. I like how there's struts on those overhead doors. Makes it a lot easier to access those. See the TV spins, sliding privacy doors, not just curtains. Then a little extra nudge of storage down below here in both the entertainment center as well as the kitchen space. It's not a place for a big wastebasket, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad they didn't let it go to waste. Always annoys me whenever you see an opportunity for storage and a manufacturer just wastes it. The pass-through down here is huge. It's huge. It's like a Freedom Express. It's very large. It's nicely finished off. Now over there you see some accessories. Again, the previous owners, they're just done. So anything they had that was really specific to the camper, they're letting it go, including the hitching that goes with this. So there's a couple $100 worth of hardware that a first-timer is going to need. And hey, now you don't have to pay for it. Just maybe a little labor time to set her up properly, because those hitches you kind of got to reset differently for every truck, trailer, and hitch combination. Along with a big baggage compartment there, you see the slam latches as well as magnet holdbacks for easy access into that. And I like the way they do these 3/4 caps on these. In case you're ever curious, like if you ever see something called a Mallard, it's the exact same camper. Literally the exact same camper with just a different name. Mallard is what's called a private label that is purchased exclusively for one kind of national camper dealership chain. This is the exact same thing. So if they ever tell you this is the only place you can get it, That's not true. Just a little pro tip from your Uncle Josh, the RV nerd, stuff that isn't so obvious in the business. But back to the nose cap. If you're looking here, it actually wraps over the sidewall, which I think is a really cool thing. And it reminds me of the caps on a Jayco motorhome. They wrap the nose caps from an area where the seam is in an area of low stress instead of high stress. Dual 20-pound tanks, power jack. Nothing too crazy to write home about there, but I like that they have them. Simple side mount solar prep plug up front here as well. The underbelly is enclosed and forced air heated. That will give this what's called an extended season package. This is not something that is like a Cougar or an Eagle or a White Hawk rated for like that 4 seasons functionality. But frankly, for 99% of us, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Just behind our slide out, we see black tank flush, outside utility shower, city water hookup, cable TV, electrical hookup. All that stuff kind of in one handy, convenient spot. Spare tire doesn't appear to have seen the light of day. She's backup camera ready, though I don't see where that was used. It does have a walkable roof, though no ladder. So this is something you want to have, like a little ladder that you set beside it to get up there. And since this was just a little kind of pocket where you couldn't get to anything from the inside, they opened it up on the rear wall. I always like it when manufacturers do that. Don't let anything go to waste. Now over here, we also have a nice camp kitchen. Low profile, out of the way, doesn't take up a lot of space, but gives us a lot of bang for the buck. Having that cooktop stick out here, and the trailer doesn't sit too high. So neither the cooktop nor the sink back here are really too troublesome to get to. The TV hookups in there, if you feel like, you know, stringing a cable out a little ways, you'd have a nice little spot there for some outdoor entertainment. Power awning, they put the biggest power awning on it they possibly could. I don't see where they could have done much better on a model this size, considering the location of the camp kitchen and some windows. So they did pretty well overall. One other thing I want to talk about here is the wide stance stability axle system. If you're not familiar with that, like you'll see it on like White Hawks and some other things at Haylett RV. Stuff, it works so good. It's not a replacement for a weight distributing anti-sway hitch, but it works really well in conjunction with one, so that when you're going down the road, the trailer is less inclined to twist, shout, wiggle, bounce, porpoise, sway, whatever you want to call it. It'll help this thing tow down the straight and narrow when you're going, you know, 60, 65 down the highway, which is really the absolute most you should be traveling. Hopefully I'm doing a decent enough job of blocking the wind here for you. And short of that, give us a call down here at A1 RV that, you know, between us and our sister store Haylett RV down the street, we can do anything for you. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. Good looking trailer. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.